NDTV is extremely proud to have been honoured with the IPI India Award for Excellence in Journalism. Nidhi Razdan and Nazir Masoodi have been awarded for their Kathua investigation.
This IPI award for us at NDTV comes at a time when free and fair media in this country is facing one of its biggest challenges. I am so very proud of what NDTV stands for, which is very simply for the truth, for real journalism that isn't just chasing TRPs or eyeballs. It would have been easy for us to kowtow like the rest, to stoop to their level and reduce television journalism to a spectacle of noise. But we have stood out and we have stood tall. Despite all the intimidation that we continue to face day in and day out, we are still here and we plan to keep it that way. I would like to thank Radhika and Prannoy Roy for leading the way with their courage and their empathy. These are, to use a cliche, truly testing times for the Indian media. Those of us who do our jobs as professional and honest journalists are labeled anti-nationals. The sad truth is that very few are willing to speak truth to power. And you have, with some exceptions, a media that fawns over the establishment, unwilling to ask questions, let alone tough questions, instead preferring merely to reproduce government handouts and pass that off as news. In the era of propaganda and fake news, the role of a free press is even more crucial, a press that probes, that asks questions, that holds the government accountable to the people. And what is happening today isn't just a red flag for the media. It is a crisis for us as a democracy, because the press is a crucial pillar in our democracy, especially at a time when we see institutional decline all around us. Many people today question the credibility of the television news media, and I don't blame them. The openly divisive, communal, hate-filled content we see on most news channels night after night is doing far more damage to us as a country than we can see on the surface. Every night they create imaginary enemies, they put targets on people's backs and they demonize minorities, which is why it is even more important to support those who are pushing back against this wall of hate. More than ever, we need a media that seeks answers, that seeks justice, and tries to heal divides instead of creating them. At the risk of repeating myself, I am proud that this is what NDTV stands for. And over the last few months, we have been overwhelmed with the love and support from ordinary folks who come up to all of us and say, we need you guys to survive. We need NDTV. Finally, I would like to dedicate this award today to my media colleagues in Kashmir, who are emerging from a 7-month-long internet shutdown, the longest in any democracy, an unprecedented communications blackout, and facing some of the most unspeakable pressures. Yet they have persevered to do their jobs, even though many publications locally simply gave up and ended up printing government press releases. Before I go, I would like to thank my family, my colleagues at NDTV, Nazir Masoodi, Radhika and Prannoy, for being a big times for the media. Despite all the challenges that we face in the media today, I still have hope that truth will triumph. Thank you.